Yeah, he was really excited about that.
How about the speech from Dad, basically saying anybody who has that power is cursed? Yeah.
But I'm so happy. I'm the happiest I've ever been.
All right, episode 10, Death Note.
Doubt. Okay.
Somebody has doubt. We don't know who yet.
I'm guessing it's Ryuk.
I bet it's all.
I think it's Light.
Self-doubt.
It's his dad. It's Light's dad.
Oh, it could be. All right, let's find out.
Well,
Go.
first,
First, like and subscribe.
yes.
And?
Patreon!
For a spot on the couch. Episode 10. Is it tennis or pickleball? Looks like tennis.
I have to admit, I was surprised, Ryuga. I never thought you'd ask me to play tennis as a way to get to know each other.
Is it a problem for you?
Not at all. But when you first invited me to play, did you know how good I was?
Yes, I'll be fine though. It's been a while, but at one time I was actually the British junior champion.
If I ask him if he's British, would he think I'm trying to find out more about him because I'm Kira? Oh well, can't hurt to try. Ryuga, were you raised in the UK?
I lived in England for about 5 years when I was younger, but save your breath. Nothing in that story would reveal El's true identity, I promise you.
You know, Yagami, it's been 4 months since this case came to the public's attention and they want results. People are saying that the NPA is incompetent, that L is incompetent.
With all due respect, sir, the rest of the department runs away with their tails between their legs and we're incompetent? Do you have any idea how many people are left at task force headquarters these days? If you're concerned with public opinion, then you'll want to suppress the fact that most of our detectives would rather let a serial killer roam free than risk their lives.
Please excuse me.
I can't argue with that.
Yagami, what about this L character? Can he be trusted?
In my opinion, he's a lot more capable than we are. Right now, even as we speak, he's risking his life.
Playing tennis with my son.
Only if he opens
Wow,
his
they
mouth.
got a crowd there.
Really amateurs? Who are they anyway?
I think their names are like Yagami and Hideki Ryuga. These are the same two guys who scored perfect on the exam.
Goes out.
That's right. While it's true that Kira hates losing, it's also true that most people would rather win than lose. It's human nature. Is he going to think that I'm Kira if I go for the win? I suppose I could just lose on purpose, but if I do, it could work against me. Since he'd expect Kira to want to win, he might also expect me to throw the match to avoid suspicion.
Jeez.
That was out too.
Well, based on a tennis
Thinking
match,
too hard.
so I have to assume he has some other goal in mind. No way. I'm not going to let him win.
He's wearing shoes.
He's going for the win. I can see the wheels turning, like Yagami. I'm already in your head.
There's no way this tennis match will deepen our friendship. This is a token gesture, an elaborate act we'll go through so we can say we're closer.
Because I wanted to play tennis with you, you'll assume that I'm preparing to take a step closer.
Laying the groundwork to get to know you better. And then you're going to try and trap me by getting me to say something that only Kira would know.
However, I'm sure you'll tell me you need to know if you can trust me first. And of course, the only way to win your trust will be to share what I know about Kira.
If you want me to discuss Kira with you, it only makes sense that I'd want to ask for proof that you are in charge of the investigation, and more importantly, that you are really L as you say you are.
So it goes without saying that the first thing you're going to want from me
This is like a tennis match.
I was just going to say that. The back and forth is just like tennis.
Which means we'll have to go to task force headquarters. In all things, one cannot win with defense alone. To win, you must attack!
Oh.
Game and set! Won by Light Yagami! 6 games to 4!
Yay, Light. Wait, I'm not cheering for him.
I'm feeling kind of thirsty. Plus, there's something I wanted to ask you about. You want to go somewhere for a drink?
You humored me with the tennis match. The least I can do is answer some of your questions. But before this conversation goes any further, there's something I must tell you.
What's that?
I suspect that you, like Yagami, are in fact Kira. Now,
Wow.
if you still want to ask me something, then please go ahead.
You think I'm Kira?
Well, when I say I suspect you, it's only a 1% possibility. That aside, I don't mind telling you that
99%.
once I'm sure you aren't, Kira, and I can verify that your deductive skills are as strong as I think they are. I'd like nothing more than to have you work with me on this investigation.
Oh, shoot.
Thanks for showing me this place. I can see why you like it.
Not to mention, we're so out of the way here, no one's gonna give you a hard time about the way you sit.
I don't sit like this because I want to. I have to sit like this. You see, if I were to sit normally, my deductive skills would immediately be reduced by roughly 40%.
No wonder I...
Huh.
So, what was it you wanted to ask me?
Right. I'm sure that can wait until you're convinced that I'm not Kira. So please, let's talk about whatever you want to.
You're under no obligation to do this, but would you mind submitting yourself to a test of your deductive reasoning skills?
Sure, why not?
Photographs of 3 notes written by prison inmates while under Kira's control just prior to their deaths. None of this information has been made public. You can take as long as you want to look them over. Please let me know what you think.
It would be quite amazing to learn that not only could Kira kill others, but could also control his victims' actions. I think Kira wrote these, and it seems to be a message for you as well, almost as if he's mocking you. If you line these notes up side by side and take a look at the first letter of every line, it reveals a message. Rearranging it like this gives you L, do you know? Gods of death love apples. But there are obvious print numbers on the back of all these photographs. Arrange it in that order, we get L, do you know? Love apples, gods of death. That doesn't sound right.
The thing is, there were actually 4 photographs. When we add this one...
All right, now I'm coughing.
Do you know? Gods of death who love apples have red hands.
It's a fake. I never made any criminal write the letter in this 4th picture.
We never even considered that there might be a 4th. What do you make of that?
Damn him. This wasn't just about gauging my deductive reasoning skills. He wanted to see what my reaction would be. If I keep falling for his tricks, I'll be playing right into his hands.
If you were me, faced with someone who might be Kira, how would you go about establishing this person's innocence or guilt? You need to be absolutely sure.
I would probably try to get him to say something that was never made public in any way. Something that only Kira could know. Kinda like what you were doing just now.
I'm impressed. You'll make a fine detective, Light.
But it's a bit of a double-edged sword. The more impressive my answers, the more of a suspect I become.
Yes, it's about 3% now. However, it's made me that much more determined to work with you on this investigation. You see, I'm in a position where even if you are Kira, it would still be to my benefit to have you working alongside us. Do you know why I say that?
If I cooperate with you, there's a chance I can help the investigation to move forward. And if I'm Kira, I might reveal myself. In other words, whether I'm Kira or not, you stand to gain either way. At this point, neither of us can prove that we're not Kira. However, if you are in fact L, I don't imagine it would be that hard for you to prove it to me. I think I'd be convinced if, say, my father or someone else from the task force headquarters was able to confirm your identity.
I don't remember saying you couldn't meet anyone from task force headquarters to verify my identity. I'm currently working alongside your father, as well as several other senior detectives from the NPA. Now, if I understand you correctly, and I take you to task force headquarters, you'll help us with the investigation. Am I safe in making this assumption?
Does this guy have a death wish? I don't understand. What's he thinking?
Nobody knows his name.
Excuse me.
What's he care?
Oh, there goes mine.
Yes?
Ryozaki, I have some bad news.
Light, your father is...
Light, it's your... My father. He had a heart attack.
Oh! Who did that?
Maybe he really had a heart attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Did he actually
He's
just
been
have
under a lot
heart
of
attack?
tests. He was sweaty and stuff.
Or it's a fake phone call.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
what would that do?
See his reaction.
Yeah, see his reaction, see how it's gonna turn out.
If he's like, shit, I didn't.
But I
Order
didn't
that.
write his name
Yeah.
down. Then the show's over.
Shinigami.
He could write his name down?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he didn't have the right apples. That's how.
Oh.
He was mad about
He
the
forgot
apple
to tell him where he was
situation.
going, or he'd be there with
I
him.
got him a Honeycrisp and he likes the red apple.
That's it.
So the doctors think stress was the only cause?
Yeah. To be honest, I thought it was Kira when I first collapsed, but I'll be alright. It seems I've been pushing myself a bit too hard lately.
You're
Indeed,
killing
you must
your
have added to
father.
your stress knowing that Light is a suspect in this investigation.
You actually told my father that?
Yes. In fact, I've told him everything. It's true, he even knows that I am
That's correct. This man is L. So, Ryuzaki, now that you've had the chance to talk to my son, is he cleared as a suspect?
Up to
L. When I
10%.
say I suspect him, you should know it's very minor.
I understand. And I was one of the people Ray Pembroke was investigating before he died. It only makes sense I'd be a suspect. Nope, to be more precise, there's no one else you could suspect.
I find Light's deductive powers quite impressive. He's always quick and to the point.
Ryuga, I'd like to help with the investigation. My father has erased any doubts I might have had regarding your true identity. Also, I'd like nothing more than to catch Kira so I can prove once and for all that I'm not him. Don't you remember my promise? That if something ever happened to you, I would find Kira and make sure he gets executed.
I refuse to believe that my son could turn out to be Kira.
This doesn't seem like an act to me. Or if it is, it's too cheesy.
Ryuzaki, I'm sorry for all this trouble, but I'll be back at work as soon as the doctors let me out of here.
Excuse me. Visiting hours were over 10 minutes ago.
Get the hell out. Hit the road.
Jack.
What would it take to get you to believe that I'm not Kira? Please, isn't there something?
If you aren't Kira, it won't be necessary. Let things run their course and the truth will be revealed.
I can't take this anymore. Put yourself in my position. How do you think it feels to be accused of being Kira?
It was one of the worst feelings ever.
What if you were to lock me up for a month in a place with no TV or any other kind of access to the outside world and keep a constant watch over me?
Would any normal person be willing to go to such extreme measures to clear their name? That's no good. I can't do anything that would deprive you of basic human rights. And furthermore, it's complete nonsense for the investigator to take suggestions from his suspect.
I understand. Ryuk. I never once felt cursed since I picked up the death note. In fact, the thought never even crossed my mind. I'm happier than I've ever been.
Oh my
All
God.
thanks to this power. I'm going to create a perfect world.
Honestly, I could care less whether you feel cursed or happy to have a notebook. I leave that sentimental crap to you humans. But normally humans who come into contact with a Shinigami have nothing but misfortune.
Mr. Dimagawa, sir, this is for you.
What is it? So who is this from? Huh? Now this is more like it. This is what I call a story. It's almost too good to be true. A message to the world from Kira. If you do not broadcast these tapes, I will kill your company's board of directors one by one. Who wouldn't air these? If this is for real, our ratings are gonna go through the roof. Holy crap! I'm so excited I feel like I'm
Gonna have a heart attack.
Wow.
Greed.
Yeah, he was really excited about that.
How about the speech from Dad, basically saying anybody who has that power is cursed? Yeah, under the effects of pure.
Yeah, and I
evil.
thought he got to the son because he's like, I've never thought of it that way. But I'm so happy. I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Maybe that's what I said a while about.
It really hasn't hit him that he's cursed because he feels happy.
Yeah.
He thinks he's creating.
He
a
thinks
perfect
he's
world.
happy.
Perfect world does not
He's
exist.
happy so far. He doesn't realize it's going to catch up to him.
Are we gonna have an invasion of Shinigamis?
With extra
gonna be-
death notes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a slow one, that's for sure. It's been what, 2 episodes since that one said he's
Yeah.
gonna
I'm gonna go check that out.
We won't see him until episode 20.
It's like the basement.
It just, yeah,
That's right.
they're slow. It just
Teasing.
takes them a while to get there. Did you knock over your drink?
It was empty. No spillage.
All right, any comments?
No.
Silence.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.